Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news. It's very outside of the box.
Hail day.
I love Friday. Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares. Shattered A to B.
Shattered Uncut. Is that you? Shattered Cast.
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered Cast on
Complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hey everybody, it's episode 226 of the Shattered Cast. Anyway, whatever.
That was good. I liked it. High energy. High energy.
I got Bobby.
Yes, sir.
It sounded like you got
Bobby
tired.
Skullface.
Yes, sir.
The Voltron scammer.
Yes, sir. Voltron
Of the
scammer.
Fans.
Fans Toys Destroyer.
Oh man, that fucking RC thread.
TFW loves you, brother.
God.
Yeah.
You know what that thread is? I told Matt in private, but that thread, you know when you get a really big boner and you got that blue vein
Can
on
I?
the bottom? That
I know,
is
I'm
what
familiar.
that TFW thread is to me right now.
Can I give a shout out to Jisk?
Yes.
Jisk has never commented on TFW that I know of, but
He made an account just for you.
he read that and he made the account maybe and posted a comment that said, you know what you dude should do? The next time BSF reviews a figure and you don't like his point of view, you should fucking flip your lid and call him out for being a fat piece of shit. If it were me, I'd go as far as to wish his family gets murdered, but I know you dorks ain't so hardcore.
Oh, is that him?
What happened? I have no idea what the hell happened.
Then somebody
Well-
thought it was me and said, made a throwaway account just to anonymously flex your e-muscle. And then just said, I hope whatever private investigator firm you work for gives you a raise. You're a genuine sleuth hound.
I don't know who Stargander Fish is,
Dude,
but that dude, that's an MVP. He was like,
The
yeah,
TF
I pretty much
protector,
gave
so-
up on his reviews months ago. I kind of like that he was so ham-fisted. He gave the figures a workout, but his biases have become increasingly problematic. And he's just gotten lazy. This motherfucker doesn't know punctuation. I didn't realize he didn't use any punctuation at all. Until
you know
I
what's
tried to
funny
read it.
is my bias is toward Fans Toys. They're my favorite third-party company.
I know, Bobby. Look,
I know. If there was
I've never-
anybody in the world that knew I was Fans Toys bias, it's Greg for Mercy. That's a fact.
No, I'm just saying
That's a
I've never
fact check.
pleasured myself to one of your reviews until I saw the one this morning. It was like a happy wake-up call.
But people are like sending me screenshots, and I'm just replying back to them like, I don't need to see that shit. I know it's not positive.
Dude, if you made eggs, they'd be sunny side up.
Dude, I don't like you didn't transform him. Fuck you, dude. Lazy ass fucker.
Yeah.
My man didn't even do an intro.
Yeah, I'm not fucking that shit up. Like motherfuckers. Like this is the thing. Like you want me to fuck my toy up that I spent $100 for, so you can call me fat on the internet
Robert,
and suck my dick.
You fuck everyone else's up?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that's what
Robert, that ain't my shit.
Can you please tell me what happened on the boards?
They're upset that I didn't like Fans Toys RC and that I didn't transform it for the sake of review.
Dude, there's so many. You have to go read it, man. It's fucking hilarious.
You have to understand.
Dude.
You have to understand that I knew there would be pushback. I knew, but I was like, dude, I'm not like. They just proved
I'll BRB. I gotta get the pizza.
They just proved my point that they're not worth it.
Sit on the pizza.
They're not worth fucking my toy so that they can feel validated.
Robert's like,
I broke the damn thing. Nobody
Hey,
gave me
Domino's?
shit about it.
can you make sure you deliver a pizza to me at 7:33?
They're like, look, I got a feeling the show is going to start roundabout.
Be good if you can get that pizza area.
Extra $5 in your pocket if you can interrupt the intro. That'd be great.
He treated that shit like Skullfest and left in the middle of it.
I'm not going to remember this show tomorrow. It's going to be great. So Justin's here.
Hey, I am here.
Make some noise for Justin.
God damn it.
We don't have to. Listen
No. Dicks out for Justin.
Justin.
Is there?
Adele's going to have to let you go one day, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to start making the rounds one day.
It's
you know I love
But in fairness, it's not her fault. It's the little demanding one in the back seat that
she's gonna have to pocket that motherfucker one day, man. She gave birth to it. That shit's on her.
Yeah, that's fair.
I miss you, man. When you're not walking around, I come upstairs, you're sitting on the couch watching some kid in a bat suit jump in a chair.
That's how it works.
That's his kid. That was a cool fucking bat suit too, man.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool that it had a cape.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah. Kids love capes, man. I used to wrap a towel around my neck, man. That shit was awesome.
Can I be honest with you? Some adults
still do that. That's true. Obviously, can I be honest with you? I still do. Thought that was going to go for.
Dude, if Gigapower wouldn't stop paying me money to shit on fans' toys, you know what I mean?
know. Fucking Gigapower.
Hey, Bobby, if I send you my Batgirl suit to review, will you do it?
Quite possibly, but I might. I'm just gonna be honest. You're a friend of mine, but I might give it a sniff, and that puppy might need to go through the wash. We're gonna see how it goes.
Well, joke's on you. It's actually kids, and it's made out of actual leather. So
in that case, I'm wearing it.
You might look at fat ass.
Yeah, really.
Bias.
Man, I'm gonna skip dinner tonight. All these motherfuckers call me.
I know, man. Damn, I was gonna have some good dinner now, but shit, I'm fat.
Somebody said, somebody wrote me a shout out to them and said, you should be charging motherfuckers rent or they should be charging you rent for how you stay in these people's heads.
That's hardcore, man. $4.50 an hour or $4.50 a month.
That is funny. Speaking of motherfuckers not paying rent, where's Robert?
Yeah.
Wait, he's picking up his fucking pizza.
He got that lawsuit money. He ain't got that rent note.
What's that?
There he is.
There he is.
Uber Eats.
Hey, your bagels are trash.
Fuck you.
Like, honestly, let me be honest. I made myself a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Look, real quick. When I was, I used to go visit my grandmother when she was alive every Saturday or Sunday, depending on what I had going on. But once a weekend for like 8 years, I visited her. And she always made me a bacon, egg, and cheese on an English muffin. So a bacon, egg, and cheese is a very big deal for me. And I made myself a bacon, egg, and cheese on one of Robert's bagels. And I have to admit, it was the best bacon, egg, and cheese I've ever had in my life.
Nice.
Bobby,
Which
can
bagel?
I tell you something?
Is it plain bagel?
Yeah, not everything.
Can I tell you something without it being awkward? Your story was like the erection Olympics for me. I heard bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel, and it was up. And then you were like my grandma, and I was like, oh.
Say erection.
And then you said it again, and my dick got up again. And then you were like, it was sad, and I was like, oh.
There's a gift. There's a silver lining to it, though. Like not for nothing, Robert. It took me back.
Oh, that's nice.
Dude,
Those weren't even the best bagels I could have gotten. I just had no time.
Yeah, well, we froze them pretty much immediately, so they were still good.
I love
those things came from the supermarket, the local giant.
or as Cody calls a supermarket, a shopping mall.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, there are two things, in my opinion, that are national treasures. Cody and a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel.
No doubt.
Those are both solid.
I would have your grandma at a Skull Fest. That would have been cool.
Dude, I mean, everybody, like, to know my grandmother was to call her grandma. That's a fact.
Aww.
Yeah. Most grandmas
That's solid.
All right, moving along.
What's up,
my grandma didn't like black people, but other than that, she was free.
Yikes.
Alrighty then.
Well,
my grandma had no choice because all my friends were black and lived in the neighborhood.
Well, you're the original old dirty bastard. So.
Shimmy, shimmy, y'all. Shimmy, shimmy, yay.
You out, Matthew.
A little bit.
Anyway, I'm doing all right. I'm a little drunk, and I'm not going to remember this tomorrow, but it's going to be fun.
You can introduce me too if you want to.
Check in on
Matt! I thought I'd introduce you.
I know, I'm not anybody hardly special, but it's okay.
Yeah, you've got me too.
No, you were getting the pizza.
Yeah, you were getting a pizza, big guy.
Pick up the pizza.
Yeah, that's why I forgot, Matt, because I was too busy trying to get Robert's attention.
I didn't know it was delivered all the way to Brooklyn, man.
You know who?
Domino's. Dude, I can't wait to fucking taste a New York pizza, New York style pizza. I'm excited, dude. I'm a week and a half out, man.
Look, you know my deal with New York. I'm always like, let's relax, New Yorkers. But that fucking pizza is on the money.
Is it? Okay, good.
You know what my favorite part about a New York pizzeria is? All the mirrors on the wall and the newspapers just randomly hanging.
Yeah.
Because every New York pizzeria I've ever been in has mirrors and newspapers just fucking randomly scattered.
Tables that are covered in newspapers for some reason, but they're like printed on the fucking table.
Nice. I can't wait.
I have never gone to a pizzeria in Brooklyn with newspapers all over the tables.
You should have went to the one I went to the other day with Tyler. It was definitely newspapers on the table.
Oh, the one
Brooklyn the other day?
30 minutes?
Of course.
God damn, did Vegas upstage Brooklyn?
Robert couldn't make it. He was too busy for me.
Why, did you give him 30 minutes like you did last time?
He was like, I'm scrubbing marker off the couch.
In fairness, that was his own fault that was created, right? So
Robert's like, this ambulance ain't gonna catch itself.
Robert, I guess Greg as well.
Yes, ma'am. Sir,
your podcast fucked Joe up. Joe still ain't right from that shit.
What? Which one? Oh, Sleep With Me.
Yeah, so Robert put that shit on Friday night.
No. Hold on. Me and Joe secluded ourselves in the personal theater with the sconces. It was very nice and romantic. And I was putting in my headphones. I said, I got to get my headphones because, and I laid down, I was putting them in. He goes, what are you listening to? And I told him, this is Sleep With Me podcast. He's like,
that was Joe's way of saying, turn that shit down.
No. I had the headphones. And he goes, why don't you just play it? I'd like to listen to it. And then we're listening, laughing for like 5 minutes. Next thing you know, we're waking up in the morning. And he's like, I remember laughing and listening, and I just waking up. What the hell? I have no idea what the hell what it was saying.
It said Robert was listening to it, but it was very loud. And I was like, what is that all about? And he was like, it's about Doctor Who. And I was like, all right, well, I can go to sleep to some nerd talk. Turn that shit this way. And he said I was listening to it and I was actually interested in it, and the next thing I knew it was fucking morning, and I'm still not right about that shit mentally.
He's like, was that hypnosis?
Scooter reached across the United States from California to Maryland.
It touched some souls.
Fondled the soul of Joe across the deep dark night, because that's what he does.
It's a good podcast. I'm an insomniac, so it really helps me. Like when I finally decide to put it on, I go to bed in 5 minutes.
My favorite part about the podcast is like you start and he's like, you hear the music and he's like, all right, so we're going to do the intro and you listen to this while you brush your teeth. It's just kind of the business, and we'll get into it. And I'm like, snore.
Yeah, like the first 12 minutes is all business and an explanation. And then he gets into whatever random story he's going to ramble on about. I never make it to the story. I never know what the fuck he's talking.
I don't ever get past the part where he's like, listen to this when you're brushing your teeth and washing your butt and putting your cats to bed. And I'm just like, snore.
That shit fucked Joe up.
That's pretty funny.
My favorite are the Star Trek The Next Generation synopsis.
He like watches Star Trek and then he takes notes and then he tells you what he saw.
Dude, look, Justin.
The Trader Joe's flyer. It fucking kills me.
Justin, one of the common complaints I got from Skullfest, amongst listen, let me be fair. I got a lot of complaints today. These are just the ones I actually give a shit about. Was that they didn't get enough time with you?
No.
Because you around, though.
Yeah, but you were upstairs in the chill zone. So I was like, look, man, he's got a young lad. He's got to look out for him. You just got to make a conscious effort to get up there. But
I talked to Pinkerton for a while. I talked to Joe Britt for a while. Talked to
there were 70 motherfuckers there.
Yeah.
You name 3.
A little bit.
Thus my PMs.
Was that?
To me.
Thus my PMs.
Oh.
Dust my PMs.
Yeah, I thought you said dust my PMs.
No,
man, dust my PMs, bitch.
No. Dust was responsible for a few PMs as well, but that's a different story.
Yeah. Dust, so Dust, I saw him outside, but I just couldn't make my way out there. I was like, hey, Dust. And he's like, hey. I'm like, I gotta go.
Dust just parks his car in that Joe KW garage where Dust is just one of those dudes where the worst thing that's going to happen is what it's going to be. So he assumed the worst, and then I ended up getting 30 p.m. saying, man, it's terrible what happened to Skullfest. And I'm like, man, shit ain't happened to Skullfest. Like that's not what happened.
It's trash.
Yeah.
Robert?
Yep.
I don't know what Bob was just talking about, but that sounded like a scooter intro.
Yeah. No, Dust thought someone stole his rouge, and it turns out Hung just didn't bring his rouge.
Yeah, I saw that. Poor guys.
It happens. Luckily, for whatever reason, Hung took a picture of it. Like, hey, hey, it's ready. You know what I mean? So when the drama ensued, he was able to go back and reference the picture and was like, wait a minute. 3 and 3 and 2 is 8, not 9.
That's good.
And then, Hung hit me up and he was like, dude, I'm fucking terribly sorry. It fucking put a dark cloud over Skullfest. And I was like, dude, it wasn't a big deal. Everybody told Dust, look, man, that shit is going to turn up. And
Chuck had it all
He's
the time.
not sorry. He trolled.
Who? Tone?
He's not sorry.
It was Chuck anyways.
Tony's like packing his shit, and he's like, I'll make this a weekend to remember.
I couldn't make it. I'll be there in spirit.
Hey, speaking of stealing toys, Matt, did you get anything this week?
Yeah, I got thanks to Brian Brink, I got the Takara Windblade version. She got the little Target Master, and he also gifted me the clear Starscream upgrade kit from TFC. Thank you, that was really nice. The clear Starscream coordination set from TFC from a couple years ago.
Oh, I didn't know they made one. That's nice.
I didn't either. He's like, he told me, a while back when I was going to buy that Windblade, he's like, man, I got something for you. And I was like, what? He's like, got this like clear
nuts.
This clear coordination set for you for the MP clear one. I was like, cool. So it's neat. And I got Powder Prime's tailgate, and I'm checking out Extra Zero. He let me look at you. I know. Extra Zero let me look at Nitro from MMC. I'm looking at that real quick. I'm going to do a review on it. And yeah, I like it. I love the drift too. That MMC drift looks pretty sweet. He brought some stuff over for Skullfest, and I got to mess around with it and everything. That's a good dude too. And I think shout out to John Geringer. He sent me a little knockoff, upgraded, upsized, or whatever Legends figure. And I just put a review out on that. And it's pretty, I give credit to do when it's due, and it's not bad.
John Geringer sent me a bunch of shit too. I'm getting ready to just slap the return label on and send that shit right back.
It's not a knockoff. I don't think it's a knockoff.
What did he send you?
Some Hasbro shit. In a big ass box. He sent this little. It was fucking obnoxious. He sent this. It's a little box with some figures in it. I'm not gonna give it away what it is yet because I haven't decided whether or not I'm gonna do it. If I do it, it's gonna be a Dr. Francis session. But
we need Dr. Francis. You should definitely do it.
It's been a while. It's been a while. That's the only thing that's the only thing that's tugging on my heartstrings about it.
He's not the hero we deserve, but he's the hero we need.
Possibly. And inside that big ass box that was filled with packing peanuts, I'll have you know, was a box that was like 6x8 that had the actual product in it.
Nice.
So
yeah, he told me he was going to do something too.
So it wasn't enough. My recycling man had to take out a ton of shit, and then my trash man had to take out 12 bags of trash. But now I got this big ass box to get rid of.
Good for you, John. That fucker can't donate that shit to a homeless person. Good job.
But yeah, that's all I got. Thank you for that knockoff Starscream. So
my question is, Matt.
Yes.
What did Justin get?
Geez, what did I get? The only things I can think of, let's see. Well, no, that's not true. I got, finally, I was forced I've been sitting on some BBTS stuff for so long that they forced me to ship it, which has never happened before.
Damn. You had that a long time.
Yeah, right. So, I ended up getting the old. It was Bumblebee was my downfall there. The old LG 54 Bumblebee, the one that comes with like the little exosuit spike, which is a weird freaking Headmaster. I don't know, Matt, you've probably seen it, but it's weird.
Oh, the Legends one.
Yeah, and it has like the clear helmet with like the back is like, it's hollow from the back, so they could slap on some paint and make his face show up through the transparent. Like, it's interesting, but it's super weird at the same time.
That's kind of creepy.
So I got that. I decided that I didn't really like my X2 clones, so I felt that the Transformers Legends clones would probably be good enough, so I got the Cloud Raker and Fast Lane and whatever the Pounce and Wingspan. So I got those. I got... This is a very Matt Baldwin haul this time. I got the next set of what are they? The Pretenders. I got those guys. The Sub-Marauder and I don't remember what the other one was. I got a bunch of figure arts. I got that Tien finally. I got the Kid Goku and the Goku Black. So that's awesome. And then finally I got the Fans Toys Rouge. And first thing I did is lubricate the parts that everybody else has been getting stress marks on. And I don't have a stress
What did
mark
you
inside.
use?
Shock oil. Or as it was referred to last week, I believe was ball oil. I think you guys said.
Just an oil.
Hawk
Exude
oil.
that, so, you know. But yeah, I immediately put that on and it just slides in nice and smooth. So.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Keep
talk
on
to me. Talk that
Hold
shit,
on.
Justin. God damn.
You know how it is. So that's what I got
Keep
this
on.
week.
No, keep on. No, you ain't done yet. Come on.
I'll
I'm
make
not.
a separate podcast for you guys to listen to while you brush your teeth.
So, Robert, other than the hard-on, what did you get this week?
I got
You
in
just listened to Justin.
the Unique Toys Headmaster. I got No Minds and Unhappy. What kind of names are these?
Sad ones.
Are they good figures, though?
Highbrow, Ape Face. What's the one? What's the other guy? The other guy with
Snapdragon.
the
That's
Snapdragon.
what happens. That's what happens when Dems make third-party toys. Sad.
Snapdragon and what's Fort Max's head called?
Cerebros?
Cerebros.
Cerebros.
I got Cerebros.
Are they good?
You know what? I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. Honestly, they're not bad. It's just I don't know. I'm just not.
Well, can we go way back and take it to oldie but goodie? Can they fit up your ass really good?
Yikes.
We haven't said that in a long time, so I just thought I'd take it back a little bit.
Hello.
Hey, Jeepers Creepers, Matt. Tone it down a taste, would you?
You know, they're not bad. They're not bad. So I guess they're pretty fun. I mean, Ape Face is a pretty cool, pretty fun transformation. Highbrow, you know, the ones that are the triple changers, you know, for whatever they are, they're pretty articulated. I mean, it's pretty good. I guess I got to say they're pretty good. Yeah,
Pretty
not
good.
bad. I just transformed Ape Face, you know, into all modes, and you know, his mode's pretty good. You know, and Highbrow is
Pretty good.
dumbass helicopter.
Yeah, pretty good.
They're pretty good. They're fine. They're fine.
Nah, you said they're pretty
No,
good.
they're pretty good. Just pretty.
There's a difference. There's a difference between pretty good and fine. Fine is like acceptable. Pretty good is without a doubt a cut above. And
They're
and
fine then. They're fine.
Yeah, you're suggesting that people get them if you say pretty good.
To be honest with you,
Uh-oh.
I honestly can't. I don't know if I love them. I mean, the more I'm playing with, the more I'm liking them. Ape Face is pretty cool.
hold on.
So when's Bubby get them? When's Bubby gonna get them?
I don't know.
Send
Which
them to me
one's
first. Fuck him. Send them to me first.
Yeah, fuck me. You know what I mean?
That's hot raw dog too.
I'm gonna transform him. And he's gonna shit all over him.
That's probably true right there.
I ain't got time.
No,
for
he usually likes the legends. He may
I'm
not want to
on
get
that,
them, but
I'm on that fucking gigapower money, man. I ain't got time to be fucking with the peasant shit.
No, this is Apex. Actually, I'm kind of impressed with him. They actually do have some paint apps, where it counts. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna say pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah. And the name of the new episode is Pretty Good.
Yeah. Wait. Are you saying?
Pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Damn, Bob is straight on the hater shit.
Yeah, he's drinking a hater
say
Kool-Aid.
Bob's straight.
Oh,
that's true. He does like chicks with dicks.
He's not a stranger to a back alley in Baltimore. That's it.
If you offer him a free butt lick, he's not going to say no.
I know my way.
Free butt lick, dude. That's funny.
Is that all you got? Anyway. Was the little headmasters?
Yeah, just got a little head.
Okay.
Easy does it.
I got invited to Skullfest early.
Yeah.
No, you got invited to Skullfest regular.
I was like, "Where is everybody?"
Accommodation for your ass.
Where is everybody?
He was like, "Let me explain. You gotta understand. Laura's a little, embarrassed by you, so we figured to invite you over today."
It was a great Friday night too. I just want to say it was a great and wonderful Friday night.
I understand that this is opening up to a slew of insults and jokes. Laura loves you, Robert.
Oh, why would that be insults?
Because if it was me, I'd have a few ready.
What?
Friday was good. The food was good. The fucking
the vibe was good.
Hey, there was the turkey. Did you enjoy the turkey, Matt? There was meat there.
I fucking love it, dude. That sauce was fucking fire.
Yeah, the vodka sauce.
My headset just fell off.
Those garlic nuts were good.
Yeah,
nuts were good too. Everything was fucking good. Come on, man. I didn't get no crab dip though. Fuck you, Bubby.
There was some, I think.
No, I didn't see no crab dip. I would have scooped that shit up with my balls.
Then nobody would have had any crab dip.
I know, that's fun. That is fun.
We all need to relax, I think, for a second here.
She forgot to put lettuce out as well. She's like kicking herself in the ass about it. That's all I've been hearing about for the past 48 hours.
The lettuce.
The lettuce.
Apparently, I came upstairs late on Saturday morning, and I was told that I missed a good chewing out. Like Laura really chewed you out.
Oh God, yes you did.
Yeah. So shout out to Troy from Tennessee, my swingers couple. They're not really swingers. Everybody been saying like.
I know people been asking like, hey,
like I was listening to Breaking the Mold.
They could have got a chance or something. Or?
I was listening to Breaking the Mold, and they were like, yeah, the swingers, they were there, and I'm like, all right, look. The joke is going too far. They're not really swingers. They just look like they might swing, so I call them swingers.
How does one look like they might swing, Bobby?
No, they got that
Explain it for our listeners.
They got that swag about them.
Bullets and gold chains and shit.
They're good people. But they were here, and the one guy, Troy, was like, hey, I really appreciate you inviting me. It's really nice to see everybody. All the people that I know that collect are going to be at this party. I don't feel like there's anybody in my hometown that collects. I don't know how to build that sort of community. And I was like, I'll be honest with you, I don't even know what advice I would give at this point because I don't really remember how it happened. And then Laura was like, well, that's good because he didn't fucking ask for any advice.
Oh, wait. You mean Troy from Slingertron.
From Tennessee.
Once she said that, I was like, "Oh my God, I wish Robert was up here."
Yes, you did say that immediately.
Oh, that would have been so good.
You did.
Hey, I could seen Robert's flash like, "Ooh."
Yeah, it would have been ridiculous, I'm sure.
She liked my Bubby impression.
People keep talking about coming upstairs at Bobby's house, and I forget he has a sub-level. And I'm like, what's going on the second floor?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of parties was he having, and where was he having them? And then I remember, you have a basement.
I got to tell you, Robert, the Bubba impression has become a thing, and it's not an entirely accurate impression. But even like Joe
could be better. You're right.
Like when I'm like, Joe, we're gonna do this podcast like we did Nerd Rage last night, and Laura joined us, and I was like, we gotta wait for Laura to put the kids to bed and get ready, and da-da-da. And she's like, kids, get in bed. Close. I'm podcasting from 7 to 9.
Look straight. Don't talk to me. All right. Go.
One thing I would have said when you were walking around with Cody and everybody, and you thought you were at the White House and you were just at the Treasury Department. What the fuck? Would Cody know the difference?
Yeah,
you could have been like the White House.
Look, so
looks a little bit different than does in the TV in it.
Look, the White House is treasure. Department of Treasury.
Can I add one thing before we get too far off topic?
Yeah.
I don't know what the Bobby impression is, but what you guys are saying the Bobby impression is sounds like Bobby's impression of his father. So that makes it even funnier to me. But
what's funny is I feel like it's my impression, which I'm like makes me feel even weirder. But
we're gonna say for college. Don't talk over me, young man. We're saving for college. We're going to not buy Hasbro toys.
Let me.
This is Bobby's dad.
Voice.
This is Bobby's dad.
Lower.
Don't sit when you can stand, boy.
That's the truth. Don't. That's my dad. Don't.
Favorite.
Don't sit down when you can sit. Don't sit when you can stand up.
Trust your friends.
My favorite Bobby quote about his dad will always be, and I'll hold this with me. No matter what happens to us, I will hold this with me. You got $5,000 worth of toys. That could have been $5,000 in your kid's college fund.
It's a fact.
Dude, that shit fucking sticks with me like that. It was like, damn.
Fact. So let me.
Bobby lied. It's like 50,000.
Yeah, it's like they were $6 a piece. I got them on clearance.
His words didn't get to me. If you haven't noticed.
Dad, I don't pay for my toys.
Gigapower. Bobby lies to his dad like I lied to kid. It was $4.99. What are you talking about?
Let me explain what happened. I'm trying to find the White House. I know approximately where it's at. I know that when you get to the Washington Monument, that shit is either right or left. Like I know that shit is next to it.
I mean, theoretically, anything on Earth is right or left from your current location.
Yeah, no, he just bust you out. He just bust you out.
Globy.
Let me backtrack. 90 degrees. 90 degrees, right or left.
Technically speak.
Stop it, you. So we're walking, and like in my head, I'm like, now Laura keeps saying, "Are you sure it's right? Are you sure it's right?" And in my head, I'm like, "Yeah, it's right. It's right." And then we get like a little bit further. She's like, "Are you sure it's right? Are you sure it's right?" I'm like, "Fuck, maybe it's not right."
It's gonna be wrong.
So we're heading up the street, and I see like all this security and everything else, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, this has got to be it." And we go up there and we look at it, and I look at it, I'm like, "Man, this shit doesn't look right," but it's probably just the back of it. I'm like, "Yeah, it's the White House, Cody. Get your pictures." And
get your pictures. Get your shine box and get some pictures.
And Laura's like, "This is the Department of Treasury," and I'm like,
"Sorry,
all right, you're right." So then I start worrying about my sense of direction. I'm like, man, maybe I'm fucked up. So I broke down and broke my man rule and asked a security guard. I was like, and he was like, next block up on the left. And I looked over at her immediately to try to get my man card back. And I was like, told you, I knew where I was at. Shut up and let's fucking keep going. So then we went up and got pictures. But yeah, I was pretty sure that the Department of Treasury. I was like, I was willing to cut my losses and let the Department of Treasury just be the backside of the White House for the time.
Cody would not have known the difference.
Well, no, he didn't. He didn't. It was only my wife that knew.
Well, Bobby, just to save your man card, your wife's probably not the first person in the last couple of years that's been around the White House and been like, this doesn't look great. I feel like we're in the wrong neighborhood.
Did Jaina recover?
Mm-hmm.
From her walker's lung?
Walker's lung. She made it. She made it through.
Which one did you post a picture of? Or no, Laura did. Or Laura. The one that was asleep? Asleep? Which kid was that? That picture was adorable.
I haven't seen it, but...
I think it's the middle one. I forgot.
Yeah, it's the middle one.
I'm so sorry. That picture is adorable.
That kid's a cute kid. I was talking to Just today, and he was like, "Hey man, just as a heads up, Selena's the star of your kids."
Yeah.
I like all of them.
What a dick.
I liked all of them. The little one.
Dude, they're all great. Dude, the little one is the one that's got me.
Awesome.
The little one is the one that got me.
Selena, that TFCon, that very first TFCon, Selena was like, she was like she was the favorite person I met. Because she was like, hold me. Pick me up. She was like, yeah. I don't know. She was.
Dude, Jaina looks like your fucking wife so bad.
Oh, dude. And yeah, and
exactly
she's
like her wife.
Yeah.
Do you know which Dinobot wasn't in the Transformers movie?
Yeah.
Do you know which G1 character had the most obscure
now she don't give a
figure?
Fuck about that.
She was like...
Jaina. That was Jaina anyway.
I'm
gonna play this video. This is Leia. When I say, where's the baby? She says, there she is, but her speech is trash. But it's fucking super cute.
Too much sleep.
Here it is. Hold on one second.
Too much sleep.
Where's the baby? This shit is awesome. But she's the one that has me wrapped around her finger. I'm no good. Like Selena spills ice cream on like Selena spills ice cream on the ground. I'm like, God damn it! I fucking told you to sit in the chair properly. Jaina does 95% of her homework as soon as she gets home, and I'm like, what, the 5% wasn't good enough? You couldn't finish before you had to watch a little bit of fucking TV? Well, let me tell you something. Give me the TV remote, and But then Leia sets the house on fire, and I'm like, it is warm now. Thank you.
It'll be all right.
Yo, I was on the phone with Bobby the other night. And my kids were fucking fighting and screaming. A very abnormal moment.
Oh, that's weird.
And I was just like, I am going to get Bobby Skullface over here right now. And they were just like...
like a ghost. Just,
so he's like, Bobby, hey.
Somebody's going to take my soul.
I heard his rules actually count.
Oh, Robert's rules count.
It's funny because Robert was yelling at his kids and you were yelling at Leah and Jaina. Meanwhile, Selena just a knife in her hand. She's like...
I remember those days, man. Those days. I remember yelling to Jaina, get down! Like, Selena would fucking throw the knife across the room.
She's got a knife!
I was like, oh shit, put it down! Jaina, get down! It was stressful.
Fucking whites on the plane. So I guess we should actually do the show.
Yeah. Somebody gotta say what they got. Bobby's gotta say.
No one asked. Oh, no,
and
Bobby.
Greg's gotta say. No, Greg didn't say. I mean, Bobby didn't say what he got.
Me.
All right,
Bobby didn't say what he got.
I thought you did. I'm sorry.
I had the opportunity to look at MMC Drift via Extra Zero from Breaking the Mold, and also Gigapower sent me the Fans Toys Rogue.
Of course.
And then I got Hot Toys Anakin. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. That's I've been look. I'm hesitant to put this information out there because I know how you motherfuckers can get. But I've been scrounging up those IDW Ultimate collections, the IDW ones, the hardcover ones, because like they're getting scarce. They're starting to get scarce. Ever since that shit, like they called it quits. I've been watching on Amazon for a while, and they're getting scarce. So I got 3, 4, and 5 the volumes.
Buy low, sell high, guys. Buy low, sell high.
Yeah, dude. I think 3 or 2. One of them is going for like $300 now.
Do you want to buy mine?
No, I got it. I'm good.
I'm buying the singles.
I saw a guy selling them $10 a comic.
You want any of this, old man? No.
Hey, me and Deluxe, I got a new company coming out, called burncomics.com. And we will sell you those
Sounds legit.
for $4.
Hey, Gregors, what'd you get, man?
Well, is Bobby done?
Yeah, good, buddy.
I didn't mean to skip him. I'm sorry.
Nope, I'm good.
So many people said they got the chance to check out. I just assumed you had already gone.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
I didn't get anything, but I did get to bring my Omega Supreme home finally. I got to appreciate Avengers again this morning, the very first one. That movie is perfect.
Pretty good.
And I've had some pretty good puppy love. I've been on vacation since last Friday. Puppy love.
That Omega's pretty good.
My puppy's been hanging out with me. She's a good girl. She is a good girl. She is good girl. So yeah, I've had a pretty good week. I didn't get any toys. I do have the SH Figure Arts Darth Vader on my desk, waiting for me to come pick it up. But other than that, I didn't get
trash.
Come on.
I don't know.
It's not trash.
Bobby Skullface was kind of hard on it. But,
yeah, it's been my lot in life recently. Gigapower sent me that too. They were like, you know what? Fuck their shit up.
that fucking Gigapower shit kills me. But he's taller, right? He's like as tall.
Yeah,
as
yeah, no, it's perfect. The size is perfect, and if you're looking up at him, you won't have one complaint.
What's the head size like? I hear that's a point of contention.
Do you know what? It doesn't bother me. Like I have it. I have it on the top shelf of a Billy, and like I don't think I need another. I don't think I need another Vader. I'm pretty happy with what I got. Now they do an Empire one. Obviously, I'm a fucking sucker for that shit, so I'll get it. But it doesn't bother me.
So basically, William Fong is holding up your Vader.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
He's got his hair in a ponytail and then is sitting atop the ponytail. And I got to be honest, when I look at it, it's.
Oh man, it sounds like your Star Wars display is fucking choice.
Yeah,
just on point right now.
Well, I had to say
it. Hot Asians. I
hate to double back, but I did get a handmade custom made by JD of Asajj Ventress, which is fucking it left me speechless.
Wait, JD who?
Ambrosius.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You mean the tattoo man?
Yes, sir.
Oh fuck.
It's fucking awesome. And when I opened it, I got it out and I was like, this thing is so fucking perfect. But it doesn't have any lightsabers. And he happened to come into the room and he was like, and there's 2 lightsabers in the box. And I was like, it's fucking money. Unbelievable.
Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
JD gave me a custom wet dream one time.
Him and his girl are fucking cool. I'm hoping they come down more often.
They're only they was. I did not know that shit happened to him, man.
Dude, I don't know. Wait, I don't know how much he wants that out there.
That's fine.
Because I was disappointed that he didn't let me know. Because I would have
edit that out. Edit that out. I would have been sorry. Yeah, that's true. But dude, him and his girl were really nice. Hey, she was a nice girl. I talked to her for a little bit, and JD is he's awesome. I can't wait to see him get in TFCon. So
yeah, JD and I.
I told him he needs to marry that girl.
Oh yeah, definitely, most definitely.
It's a no-brainer.
She's a keeper.
Yep.
I don't know anything about JD's girl, but when that Friday the 13th game came out, like he and I and Dust and a couple other people played it. Dude, JD is solid people. Yes. Like we just chat.
Yeah. Just his fucking dials are good too, man. His dials are awesome too.
Oh,
he's a very talented, individual.
Yeah, him and I we always send progress pics of not tattoos, but of dioramas we're working on.
Well, it should be.
He went. Yeah, it should be, but I don't do any. But he went quiet for a while, and he was like, "Dude, I went quiet because I was working on that fucking massage." Oh,
nice.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he did that Mortal Kombat one. I was talking about that. It was fucking nice looking, man.
Yeah, that's
great dude.
He's a good fucking dude. Yeah, we had some good times playing video games. Him and Dust and I and
Alright, quit talking.
What's his name? What's the guy's name from Florida?
Jisk.
Jisk. Yes. Yeah. I forgot his handle. I remembered his actual name, but I forgot his handle, so I didn't want to just call him out by his Christian name. But yeah, we had some good times. All right, so I'm alcoholic. Let's move on to third party news. Right?
That's fine with me.
Sorry, Bobby, you just want to take over?
No. Go for it, man.
Might be easier.
No.
There's some movie show. I'll put some stuff in there.
Oh, we got movie news? I actually didn't check the doc.
We got show news.
We got that Toys That Made Us bit.
Oh, yeah. And there's a Unicron.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good show.
Yeah, I'm excited for to watch. I think I forgot what are the Transformers. What are the other three they're coming with this one?
I think it's Transformers is one. Hello Kitty is actually one.
Oh yeah,
and,
yes, Lego.
And they're doing
Lego.
Yeah, that's right.
Are they doing the Turtles? This one?
I want to say I want to like. Don't quote me. So for those listening, they did an interview. The creators of the toys that made us did an interview with Toy Detox, part of the Cool Table Network,
and all queued up too with Josh Fisher. They're doing.
That's a fact.
Too.
That's a fact. So I listened.
That's another MVP, by the way.
Josh is good
Fisher.
people. I invited the dude to Skullfest, but he lives in. I think
he will be at TFCon.
I think he called it the armpit of Virginia.
Well, he is better than you, so.
He's in West Virginia. I think he's
arguably
in West
true.
Virginia. Isn't he in West Virginia?
Nah, I think Virginia. But anyway, he said that Lego, it was Lego, Hello Kitty, Transformers, and I'm guessing they did Hello Kitty because they were in Japan for the Transformers shit. And then they said, I want to say Star Trek was the fourth, but I can't remember.
I don't think it's Star Trek.
Who's eating chips?
No, there's Star Trek on it.
Yeah.
It's Rob. Okay.
Are you
Robert.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's keep going. I'm sorry.
Robert.
Yeah, there's
Robert,
a Star Trek too.
Robert, I didn't know Pizza Hut was so loud, man. Can you turn that down?
Just a notch.
Sorry, Bubba.
My man made stuffed crunch crispy.
Yeah, dude. Why are you eating the stuffed crust first?
That's some thin ass pizza.
I haven't had pizza in months. I'm just like, fuck it.
He's like, I live in Brooklyn. I'm gonna order Pizza Hut.
Oh man, you keep it up, Robert. That shirt ain't gonna be so long.
No, I know.
That was a long nice shirt, man.
Dude, was it that shit? He looked like a Baltimore dope boy in the '90s.
Dude, you know how good it was to hang out with Robert again. It felt good. It felt good. I know it was only one night, but it felt good.
It's always good to see Robert. Robert cleaned my tub, did a trash job at that, but it's fine.
Speaking of which, I got trolled by the one and only fucking Diggler.
The Diggler's been making the rounds recently. He trolled Nerd Rage recently as well.
He actually thought that was my bathroom, and he wanted to know why the fat man had dolls in his bathroom.
Aww. I wish he would really come to a con or something. I bet a lot of people would love to meet him.
Well,
I'm
Bobby,
sure he's a blast.
Bobby, why does the fat man have dolls in his bathroom?
They're 3 3/4 DC figures. Where do you want me to put them?
They're trash too.
They're fine. They're fine for their bathroom.
No.
That video, that live video of him cleaning your bathroom. Oh my god, I was so dead.
He wasn't letting me. He wouldn't let me, and I had to get really drunk and start yelling at him.
Where's the comment? I don't have no
I
comment.
explained it to Kent what was going on. It was beautiful.
I was like, "Where's the comment?" He was like, "Don't have comment. We got scrubbing bubbles." I'm like, "Where's the sponge?" Here's your fucking sponge. And he hands me like the devil's ass wipe for a sponge.
That is true.
And then I'm like, "Do you have something to rinse?" And he's like, "There's a bucket right there." And the bucket has it's like there's no bottom in the bucket.
Where's the bottom? It's just cracked. That's Smeagol's bucket.
Kit was like, "What's the joke?" I'm like, "Okay, so Bobby paints stuff in his bathtub and doesn't clean it, and Robert jokes about cleaning it, and he actually went to Bobby's house and cleaned his bathtub." And
It was a trash sponge.
She was like, she looked at me dead serious, and she was like, "You're all fucking nerds."
Well, Robert was talking about how he was like, "You put enamel paint on your enamel," and I'm like, Robert, there's no enamel paint there. It's all acrylic. So I went in the next day with my fingernail, no elbow grease, just a little fingernail grease, came right off.
Well,
Look at that. And all that time, all you needed to do is take your fingernail to the thing.
He didn't listen to my suggestion. He was like, "Red enamel." And I was like, "Robert, take a match, light it on fire, and replace the tub." And
just
Robert
be
didn't
done
have shit to say about that. He didn't have shit to say. He didn't have shit to say about putting some real elbow grease into it.
Agreed.
Poor Ballora. That's all I have to say. What a nice bathroom. And
That's not Ballara's bathroom. That's the sub bathroom. That's
what I told her. I
That's
was like, "Look,
where
I'm
the
like,
nerds
it finally
shower.
serves a purpose."
Yeah,
Maybe, man.
it's where the
I
fucking.
took a shower in it. It's fun. Hey,
I
Justin,
took a shower
are you gonna watch the Toys That Made Us? Are you gonna watch it?
Absolutely. I enjoyed the first 3 or 4 episodes.
That shit was great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
The G.I. Joe one was really good, and He-Man was good too.
Dude, the Barbie one was fucking great.
Yeah, it was real interesting.
Oh my God, you said that.
That lady, the lady who was like the marketing manager of Barbie, like she's cutthroat as hell. Like I love that old lady.
Yes, dude, I would bang that old lady.
I had a nightmare
My type of gal.
recently about that Barbie episode. And if I don't know if anyone still watches Saturday Night Live, but they did a Barbie skit this past weekend. Shit was funny.
I saw that. Yeah.
Okay, you saw that?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that shit was funny as fuck. It's like,
Hi, I'm Barbie.
Say I'm Barbie, and it's my back. This shit was hilarious.
That was shit where she was like, where she was talking about when Bratz came out, and she was like, had that shit came out when we were there, we'd have crushed that shit. I was like,
awesome.
God damn.
Damn, man.
That lady was a beast.
Yeah.
I bet they do. I bet they do Turtles on the next one.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. It's a limited series at this point, so I don't know if there's any confirmation they're going to do more. Like, I really hope they do. Like, I think Turtles would be a great line to go after. Yeah. Like, what else? What else do you guys think would be good lines for
Captain Planet? Captain Planet.
Unfortunately, like, I think a lot of these could withstand a part 2. So
I would agree with that.
Are we saying part 2? Are we abstaining from part 2, or is part 2 included in the conversation?
Let's keep part 2 out. Like, what other franchises are reputable enough to get their own episode?
My Little Pony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thundercats.
Did you say?
I don't think Thundercats. Is somebody rubbing their balls on their mic?
Yeah, it's me. I'm sorry. Did you say Thundercats? Or Thunderbrats?
He said Thundercats.
I heard Thunderbrats.
No.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Thunderbrats I'm in for also, though, as a side note.
I don't think Thundercats. That'd be like maybe saying Mask too, but I don't know if they're.
Mask is another one I'd be in on, but I'm not sure.
I would be in, but I don't know if it's profile.
DC Superpowers.
Yeah, I think you could do a good one on just like older Marvel and DC. If you could.
Damn it! I was getting ready to say stuff. Yeah, I was getting ready to say Marvel Legends. Also, was my last pick.
Dude, that remember that Captain Freeze with the little nipple accessories?
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Majority white suit. You put him in the freezer, like the shit.
Yeah, he's in blue. Oh man,
they could definitely do something like who made it? It had to have been I think it might have been Kenner. Like you could do all those different Batman toys like that whole like 90s like every possible scenario.
Yeah, that was
Batman
Kenner.
Could be
like
in. What?
Arctic.
Yeah.
They could do Garbage Pail Kids.
Kenner was Legends, and then or the 80s ones, and then they did the movie ones with the gold card, from after the Batman movie. So
Bob.
Yeah, Bob the Joker's goon.
Dude, I think Bob was in wave 1. Like, what you got on this?
The Joker. You squeeze the little thing and he shot water out of his flower.
I had that Michael Keaton Batman that had like all the armor parts
belt
you could put on.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I love that Batman, but like I took the cowl off and put it on so many times that like the face mask part of it started breaking away. That was a real depressing day in my house as a little kid.
I don't even think it was the same company, but I feel like that was a prototype toy to that Terminator set, the Cyberdyne systems with the putty, and you put it on the skeleton. Do you guys remember that? The molds?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I remember that.
And you would put the putty in, and you push the lever down, and it would suck it up into the mold.
Yeah.
And then you trimmed it away, and you had a T-800.
I do remember the Terminator toy line. It had like the had Arnold, and then had an Arnold that you could take his skin off, and it was the.
And you had an Arnold that was like an Arnold, and there was an Arnold.
It was like an exosuit underneath, and then there was another one that was like
came with a loaf of bread.
John Connor with the bike. I had the John Connor with the bike. That bike was pretty fucking cool.
There was one that was like an Arnold that his chest shot off or something.
Yeah, and it was like the exoskeleton underneath.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I could have signed.
I don't know what else I could do. I don't know if there's any other big toy lines that would do it. Maybe Nintendo. They could do a Nintendo or something.
Dude, they should just do an 80s, early 90s episode just for us.
Or Ghostbusters.
And have Shattercast host it.
Yeah, Ghostbusters would be a good one they could do.
The Real Adventures.
I'd be up for that.
That's so funny. On Friday, we were like, let's film something. Let's do a roundtable. Let's watch the Transformers movie and do like Mystery Science Theater.
That was you. That was you all on that.
No, other people wanted to do it too.
No, but I'm saying that. Don't say that was me.
No, I said we, Bobby.
Oh, okay.
Not the proverbial we, Bobby. The literal.
No, but you're always being accusatory. I just want to make sure.
You did that though, Robert?
No. It was so funny. We didn't want to do anything. We just wanted to hang out.
You threw that out there, right?
I did. And
Okay,
Bobby's like,
well, we got a PayPal payment from Toys That Made Us for $3,000, and I was wondering where the fuck it came from. So I guess that explains that. So, all right. All right, one more thing. Y'all remember do you remember, Justin knows. He knows. The Slimer toy, the slime pump.
You remember that? I don't know. There was a lot of good
Slimer. It was about 6 inches tall, and you had that backpack accessory, and you put the ooze slime stuff in it, and you press down on the plunger, and it came all out of his eyeballs and shit. It was part. I think it was part of the real Ghostbusters one.
You'd have to.
You remember the He-Man slime pit?
Oh.
Oh.
I remember the He-Man slime pit for sure.
I had a Fisto on in front of it.
Pretty much everything had a slime pit. Like, slime was a big thing back in the 80s and 90s. The ooze,
it is now.
You know?
Oh, yeah, you can't do that on television? Remember that?
That existed.
I love that show. I used to love that. It had a lot of smart side on it.
Did it?
Mm-hmm. A little kid.
I didn't even realize.
It was a Canadian show. She was Canadian.
She was Canadian.
Would she go down on you in a theater?
Not that age, gross, but later, yeah.
You know she was singing about the guy from Full House?
That's what I heard.
Dave, cut it out.
Dude, Greg go. Nice job on to cut it out.
Thank you. Did Greg leave? All right,
maybe he needs to refresh his remote. Let's move on. Let's move on to this.
I'm sorry. Hello? Can you hear me?
Hasbro gets Power Rangers.
This is odd. This is very, very odd to me.
I know it's not Transformers. I asked everybody if they wanted to do this. Bubba,
no, I think it's a decent conversation.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think is going to happen here? Because, for those not in the know so much, like Power Rangers is all, from a Japanese
they could do a Power
Sentai.
Rangers one. Sorry, Justin. They could do a Power Rangers one for the toys.
That's true.
Okay, go on.
Who had it? Who had it back in the day?
I think it's always been Bandai.
And they just distributed it in America for it, like they did recently.
Mm-hmm. So this is what's weird. Like, so obviously, I don't think like the Sentai stuff in Japan is gonna go away, right? So does that mean like Power Rangers is no longer gonna be pulling in? Did we just lose Greg? Is that what that was?
Yeah,
just keep.
Anyway, so my question is: are they no longer going to be using that like Japanese stock footage from various shows? Like every new iteration of Power Rangers is a different iteration of the Sentai show in Japan.
Right.
So what's going to happen there? Like you obviously can't use the molds that Bandai is going to work on. So Power Rangers is going to become something completely unique. Like. That's just weird to me.
That's un-American.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like the movie, right? It's like the Power Rangers movie was uniquely an American Power Rangers thing, but like I think there's a lot of like the movie was fine, but I think there's a lot of people who would prefer the old school Power Rangers type stuff to something like the movie. It's weird. It's really strange.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really like people have been pretty happy with what Bandai has been doing with Power Rangers, haven't they? Generally speaking,
I think so. I mean, I don't know any of the current stuff, but I was always under the impression that it was still a fairly popular franchise from them. It's a weird thing to sell it, and it's.
I should call Black Phillip. It'll be weird.
It's just so weird to think that like now they're gonna have to go ahead and film. It's probably gonna all turn into like CGI or something like that, or machinima 5-minute things. That's gonna be what's gonna happen to it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I heard there's even in some of this little story they're talking about maybe Transformers and Power Rangers doing a collab or something.
I don't
for a movie.
like collab things. Like
me neither.
Like even Transformers and G.I. Joe was like a cool little like niche thing because they're both, you know, old school nostalgia. But like, I don't need Transformers being in the same universe as G.I. Joe, really.
What about Mask? Not even Mask.
G.I. Joe and Mask make sense to me, but
that would be cool. Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Transformers and Mask, no, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, rumors, whatever they're starting. You know, I don't know. I don't know much about this. I'm not really a big Power Rangers fan, so I just thought I'd put this in so we could talk about it.
No, I think it's interesting. It's just another, like, for Hasbro, it's another like notch, notch in their belt, you know?
It just feels like I hate to say it, but like it's another franchise to just ruin. Like, honestly,
right?
They can't
come
even
on
keep Transformers. No, come on, man. You can't possibly say that like Hasbro has shown love and care to their own franchises. The only ones they care about are the ones that are, you know, licensed to them, Marvel and Star Wars, really.
But this might fit in that pocket.
I suppose.
Better than you are.
That's true, because you can with the Sentai type stuff, you can just make one version of the character for the most part, and you get at least all the men out of the mold, and then you can make a female version and get the girls out of the mold.
Yeah. I keep thinking you say hentai.
That pretty much sounds like every nerd fantasy ever, Justin. Sorry, our power fucked out.
Bakuga.
I got kicked out.
Boka.
No worries, no worries. But yeah, I don't know what I don't it doesn't when you say you're taking it from Bandai and giving it to Hasbro, it doesn't sound like necessarily an upgrade to me. And I think people were pretty happy with that wave that they got after the movie. But Hasbro does pretty well with their licensed shit, so
yeah, to be fair, mean, maybe that's it. It'll be okay because of that, but
yeah.
It was Bandai Japan and Bandai America were doing different ones. So it's almost like Takara versus Hasbro in terms of quality.
Right.
Like one was just molded plastic, one was covered in paint.
That's a good point.
I had a story that you guys didn't hear. I didn't know why until my power flicked out. I didn't realize it. That slime pit, man. That He-Man slime pit. Sitting on the kitchen floor as a kid with the linoleum.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom was reading the instructions and she was like, don't use Moss Man and don't use Beast Man with this or whatever. I can't remember the other flocked one. And it's like, you can't use those in that. I'm not buying you another one. I'm like, all right. Anyway, I'm sorry.
No worries.
See, my thing with all the slimes, like, I never wanted to use them because, like, I didn't want to get anything in the slime, you know? So that was my big reason not to use them.
You wanted to keep it fresh.
Right. You know? Like, I didn't want to have, like, nasty slime, like, you know. I don't know. I was a weird kid.
Man, I cover the shit out of my stuff.
Could you just not fuck the slime, Justin? Could that have just been an option?
I didn't like to, you know, mix Play-Doh colors, things like that. Like, I was very particular.
Oh, fuck, I did. I fucked the shit out of some Play-Doh.
Jesus Christ.
Literally. Justin, you're wholesome as fuck. Yeah. Matt, you're nasty.
Fisto, man. I use Fisto a lot.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I Fistoed all. Did I send you that meme? I'm not sending it to you.
Yeah, you did. I already seen it.
Okay. I sent it to you. I fisted him as hard as I could, He-Man. I just couldn't fist anymore.
That's a good one.
That meme is fucking hilarious.
That's a good one.
Oh, I have a new one, actually. I'm going to send it to you, Bobby. Bibby? But let's move on. Where are we at on the notes?
Make Toys Jetfire.
Third party.
Oh. All these Make Toys look good. Yeah, it's Cross Dimensions Jetfire.
Oh.
Looks good.
What did Bobby
I thought it was MMC.
I put MMC at first. I'm sorry. I made a mistake.
It's Make
Toys Cross Dimensions. What did Robert think of the... Does Robert like Power Rangers?
I don't like this. I'm sorry. You can call this Jetfire all you want.
Yeah, this is a bit too far from home base for me.
Here.
I think it looks cool. I just don't. I don't feel like there's enough there that's reminiscent of the character.
No thanks.
So Cross Dimensions, that's the one that has the superposable Optimus Prime thing.
Yes, it's like their reimagined G1.
Right.
Yeah. It's really stylized.
That's not stylized.
Okay, whatever. It's not stylized. I'm sorry.
It's trashalized.
All right, Bobby, check the G3.
Yeah. I mean, I think this
looks good.
I think this looks cool. It just doesn't look like Jetfire.
No, he's like he got like a big pelican on his top of his head. Nobody say that? Big old pelican? Okay.
Dude, you know what's funny about this meme, Greg?
Yeah.
I was just listening to a podcast recently, and they raised a pretty decent question, which is
a sad troll on his chest.
His internet bullying gone too far.
Ronald McDonald, like, he has red hair. Like, do you think Ronald McDonald is Irish?
Could he be? He could be.
Well,
like, I never thought about that.
I'm Irish, and we
drink a lot.
His name is McDonald.
I know. I never thought about it.
He's Scottish.
I know.
But anyway, back to
orange too.
I just don't think there's enough. Like, we talk about, like, the iconic characteristics that cue you in that this is supposed to be that character. Like, this doesn't look enough like the toy or the cartoon representation to me, at least in this gray prototype, to cue me in that this is supposed to be Jetfire. Looks like a cool robot.
That's true.
You know he's probably going to be white and red.
Sure.
Yeah, but, you know, there's a lot of Transformers white and red. You could say that. I love the alt mode, man.
You can almost tell me that this is any character. Like, you could say, like, oh, this is some MMC
it looks like a
Universe Thundercracker, and I'd be like, oh, okay. You know, like, nothing about it stands out. In fact, it might work as a Seeker more than it works as Jetfire, honestly.
Uh-oh.
You could say it's fucking Shockwave.
I mean,
yeah, the wings don't do it any favors.
What the fuck was that? Darth Vader's on the podcast.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to share it.
Spooky as shit.
Can you hear me? I'm trying to share
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Ben just uploaded a review of X-Transpot's Crack Up.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, I was going to share it. The Stunticon.
Oh, nice.
Your boy Blue.
My boy Blue.
You know
Breakdown?
the guy that you were criticizing?
Yeah, Breakdown.
I
I couldn't
criticize.
think of his
You
name.
know why he was? Because he's not sponsored by Gigapower.
Robert, don't do that.
Dude, that breakdown, that X-Transport breakdown, the color on it is so much better than. Or no, wait, yeah, it's so much better than the DX9.
It does. You said
the
it looks.
DX9 is white.
You said it looks like crack. That is very true.
It looks like it looks like butter. It looks like that butter crack rock. That fucking the boys.
When you said that, I was laughing. I was like, "Yeah, it does look like they're forming breakdowns out of crack cocaine." That shit was funny.
That DX9 looks better.
It has that butter.
Can I be honest?
Please be honest and truthful.
True.
How either of them look. I'm not happy with either.
Either breakdown.
Right.
Really?
I think they both look fucking.
I'm with you. I'm happy with both of them.
I think they look money. But I like DX9
I think
better.
the DX9's a little too tall. And by a little too tall, I mean, like, he should be half size.
Well, my plan with DX9 is to go with them for combined mode, but it all depends on how they both engineer that shit out. Time will tell.
Yeah.
It's how they use that trailer for Minosaur. You know what I mean? That's what it always comes down to.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
One's gonna be for smoking. One's gonna be for posing.
You smoke that crack rock.
That's what my mom always said. Anyway, moving on.
Right.
I'm the one that's always like moving on. I'm like, wait, I don't want my notes up. Shit.
Godbomber.
More make
Godbomber, yes. Moving on.
In color. Coming at you live.
With
a big old
this week, by the way, so he's the fucking MVP.
Penis on his fucking shoulder.
Justin, what are your thoughts on this?
I think it looks cool. I think it actually looks better than the Prime. Like, the trailer looks the part like it's supposed to. I think everything about the Godbomber looks awesome. But I don't really care for that Prime. And so I'll never own it. So in the end, it really doesn't matter to me. I don't necessarily like how it looks when it's connected to Prime either. It just looks like he's wearing like one of those big like sumo suits and his little tiny head sticking out of it. Picture
he does got a small cab.
17, I think. No, sorry, it's 17. So I don't know. I don't really like this Optimus Prime, but they did a good job on the Godbomber.
It's pretty interesting the way it's all incorporated. Would you agree with that?
Yes, that I would agree with.
Okay.
He does got a tiny little head in 17. It's like he got so much armor and then that little head.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Can I just say this thing looks goddamn good?
You can't.
But
yeah,
that's about as far as it goddamn goes, because it does look kind of weak.
Yeah, like, so when I saw that there was that they were teasing a Godbomber, I had got all excited thinking it was maybe Fans Hobby teasing one for their Optimus, which is something I'm way more interested in than this.
That little truck mode is trash.
The little truck mode's exactly what it's supposed to be, though.
Yeah, but it still looks super dumb.
I mean, just a little trailer to go on back to the trailer.
No, I agree, and I think that the double trailer aspect is cool. I just think that, like, in it of itself, it looks fucking absurd.
You know what's absurd? Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, but in fairness, like, it was just completely absurd to begin with. So
that's fine. That's fine.
What's the Make Toys Prime called? What's his name? I forget.
Adamo.
What is it?
I don't remember.
Anyway.
I don't remember.
Oh, whatever. It was like, I'm going on a trip. And this is like, can I come too? It's just like the little engine that could.
What do you think, Robert? What's this song?
This is like Borat's brother Bilbo. Go ahead, Robert.
No, I was just saying, if you look at photo like 19 and 20 and 21, he doesn't have ankle rockers. He's got knee rockers.
He does.
It looks terrible.
Much shit going on. There's so much shit going on with the legs.
That's terrible. Make Toys. Go fuck yourselves.
Which but this
is 19,
20,
but
21.
At the same time, though, that's kind of their thing. Like the over
garbage.
The over garbage.
Like the overstated mech sort of position, you know, like
so
like they make shit look busy when they
just using the ankle rocker of Prime, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like so,
yes.
It's like so I see it really looks like Optimus's calf.
Yes,
has broken for he's got a calf tilt.
Is he gonna be able to stand? I mean, there's a lot of shit going on.
I don't know. I don't know what's up with that shit on his shoulders. I mean, there's two big rockets. Like, I mean, this guy's decked out. This guy's ready for war. That's the fact.
No, he's not.
Oh yeah, he's ready to fuck up some.
This guy's ready for the Special Olympics.
Have you seen like the original G1 toy and stuff? Like, it does have ridiculous missile launchers.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah.
No, I don't think I've ever seen the G1 toy.
And it's on.
I'm gonna win a gold medal.
It's kind of like that on the Master Force
dog
and all that stuff. So like, you know, there is precedence for all of it, but like, yeah, I don't know. The combined mode looks fine, but I don't like the rockers, like Robert pointed out. And it's not doing them any favors, but I can't tell, I guess. So I thought maybe he was on a mirrored surface, so it's even bigger down below his foot than I thought it was, you know?
Yeah,
no, he's not on a mirrored surface.
No,
he has
not.
teeny toes.
Mm-hmm.
Look at his toes. Look at number 21. He's got Bobby toenail toes.
If you look at 22, it's obvious as well.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I think it's
like, what's that artist, Bobby, that makes the little teeny feet?
Liefeld. I think it's pretty impressive. It's just not for me. You know, like I just don't have any interest in it. But I think it's fucking like, I think how inclusive it is and how many like moving pieces, including those calves. I think overall it's.
He's fixing to go fuck up North Korea.
I'm not a fan of this toy, but I was happy to do the box art. Like, I thought the box art went well.
You're in on box art now too? God,
I did the box art for this. I don't want to be lewd, but Justin,
congratulations, man.
Can I say
the shoulder
congratulations?
cannon looks like a chromed penis, dog penis.
It does look like a big penis on the shoulder. It does.
Yeah, but yeah, I did the box art for this.
That's called the Skyrocket. It's called a big dildo.
Also, I just got summoned to do a ROC podcast in 30 minutes, so I got to be gone.
For the record, anybody can summon Greg with 8 black candles and a pentagram.
Wow, it's the Gundam one, the off the runner. I got summoned to do off the runner. Fucking shout out to those motherfuckers. They've been talking about it, and like no one said anything to me. And then randomly, it's like, hey,
wait, there's a Gundam podcast?
Fuck yeah, I've been praising you. I was like, look, Matt doesn't even do Gundams, and he built.
It's called it's called iron-blooded neckbeards.
Yes.
He doesn't have a neckbeard anymore, by the way.
I know. Oh my god, I was so sad. I showed my dog.
Who doesn't have a neckbeard anymore?
Matt. He shaved his beard off.
Did he really?
Yes.
Yeah, man. I wish you would have shaved that shit. I wish you would have shaved that shit before you came over to my house, man.
I wish I would have too.
Bobby, he took pictures with his pug with no beard, and I showed it to Zoe, my dog, and she's like, "Yeah, no, I shouldn't anymore."
And it was too much. It was too much.
I told him. You know what? Wait. You know who makes a glorious beard? JD.
He does.
Yeah, he's got to go.
He makes a beard like a dwarf in fucking Lord of the Rings.
If Bobby watched my reviews, he would know too. But I will never say that.
Hey, my man JD is like a upscaled, oversized knockoff. Peter Dinklage.
Can I ask you a question, Matthew?
Anytime.
How come not like Bobby, T2, and all these famous reviewers even comment on your videos?
Oh, here we go. I have commented on Matt's video before.
I
so has Justin.
Elias.
And so has Justin.
It's got to be Bulbface.
Because sometimes when I've commented, I've scrolled past Justin's.
That doesn't count, Bobby. That's not a comment.
Yeah, sure. It is.
Yeah, that's not a
You don't just scroll past someone's comment. That doesn't count.
I need to comment on my own comment and comment on Justin's comment. You need to relax.
Call everyone's attention to it.
I comment on Bobby's reviews all the time, and he stopped responding to me like 8 months ago.
No LL or smiley face?
Nothing. No LOL.
I stayed the fuck out of RC. I stayed the fuck out of that RC comments thread because I was like, I'm gonna have a good day regardless.
Yeah, that's true. Man, that would ruin anybody's day right there. That was.
Dude, me and Matt were fucking hard on the TFW thread.
I already knew, but I mean, like before, like when I uploaded it yesterday, I was like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Let the shit show go. All right.
These unique toys, this Headmaster wave, especially the triple changers, they're going from pretty good to pretty great.
Oh, really? I think I had them here.
Did you stick them up your butt? Oh, send them to me first, man. Fuck Bobby.
No, I think I already got them.
Bobby doesn't even fucking know he's swimming in free toys.
Yeah, that's true. You got tons of boxes at your front door, Bubba.
Well, I have to say, when there was a mystery about who stole that rouge, I was fucking praying it was like covered in tomato sauce in Brink's bag.
Dude, I have this. So Black Phillip went around and got all this like video footage from the day, and like during his video shoot, Brink broke. Well, he didn't really break, but he like snapped off the sword of Gypsy, like the SOC Gypsy Avenger.
Oh, shit.
And after he did it, he was like, "Man, I don't even have any tomato sauce to put on it."
All right, look, two things: the fact that Brian Brink was at your house, dude, that guy is like my fucking favorite person ever.
He crushes full beer cans against his forehead.
The fact that people are going through other people's bags looking for that rouge is fucking amazing. I love it. But Brian Brink is, dude, that guy is my.
He's a class act, man.
Dude, that guy is solid as fuck.
Always rocks the T-shirt with the button up over top.
Oh yeah, And he does 35
if he ever shows up to my house without the button up unbuttoned, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, that's not Brian right there. That'll be a squirrel right there.
I'm gonna be like, get your button up.
I inadvertently got into a Facebook argument with Brian Buck because I misread the screen name as Brian Brink, or the name, and I engaged him in some tomfoolery. And
did you apologize?
I did. Good. Apologize. Good. Yeah, and then I mentioned Trump, and he was like, "All right, we're cool." But Brian Brink, dude. That guy is fucking solid as fuck. Yeah, he's probably him and Jordan are my two favorite RC guys.
Who?
Extra zero.
Jordan Lord.
Jordan Lord.
Mr. Mohawk, man.
Yeah, that's a wonderful dude too.
I hope one of you guys kissed his Mohawk.
Everybody that showed up was wonderful. There was no issues, other than this thing, which really wasn't an issue.
It wasn't.
Everybody there was so cool, and it was so great to get with everybody. I mean, everybody on, from ROC, from Dom to anybody. It was a great time. I mean, it was just a relaxed weekend.
I'm glad I didn't come on Friday and stay till Saturday. I'm just getting with everybody. I don't need that.
Dude, there was a sausage fest. I was doing double, fisted things. It was grand.
Double fisted.
So
really nice.
All right, so there's a new MP coming.
Yeah.
Based on the way you smell, Justin, I'm glad you weren't there either. Even though I wasn't there. Good. I felt bad. I had the whole week off too, and I didn't go, and I felt really bad.
I sniffed Justin when I hugged him. I'm just gonna put that out there.
All right, it's creepy.
Yes.
New MP. Oh wait, it's a recolor.
Yeah.
It's new to me, guys.
Now, Justin, you're excited about this, correct?
I am because I always like the police decos. So,
I'm excited.
But if this turns out to just be like red Sunstreaker, I am canceling that shit right away.
Oh, there's pictures of it. Have you not seen the pictures?
No, is there?
Oh, there's pictures. Oh, let me find them. Hold on.
Just click the link.
Dude, this thing looks money as fuck.
It only shows the G1.
No, this thing's money looking as fuck. In fact, someone, Concepts in Chrome, the guy that does the custom Chrome toys, someone needs to send this to him, and he will make a solid figure. Hold on, let me find the pictures. It's in another chat. It's one of our other chats. Go figure.
Do y'all think we'll ever get a new mold? Do you think we'll ever get a new mold for Masterpiece?
Well, the rumor is that we're getting Hound next. Granted, that's been the rumor for, 4 years?
Yeah, but I can't handle this shit, man. One new mold a year. I mean, goddamn, it's going to be fucking 2050 before we get everything done.
Well, I'm pretty sure that we're getting Hound because I just bought Willis again. So I'm pretty sure that we're getting Hound.
Yeah,
we've been getting fucking Trailbreaker and Hoist and all this bullshit. I'm ready for some new shit if they're gonna put it out. I'm tired of all this recolors.
Hold on, I gotta dig these pictures out. But yeah, there's official pictures. It's coming. I'm posting them. I'm sorry.
I think this comes out in October.
Talk amongst yourselves.
It's released in October. So I'm excited. Yeah, it's cool, but
it looks solid, man.
I really like police decos of things. So I mean, like you could. If Make Toys, put this out there, if Make Toys wanted to make the police repaint of Jazz, that was like the Diaclone thing, I'd be in on it. Just police repaint on things, just is super interesting to me. So I'm definitely in on this. So.
Do you like Make Toys, Jazz? Is that one of your? Do you like him?
Yeah, he's good.
Okay. I do too.
Yeah, I'm happy with mine as well. Yeah, I would have expected that Blaster would have been the next one, just to get ready for those tapes that we know are coming.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna send a screenshot to the.
He'll be easy. He'll be easy too.
Maybe this is an indicator that they're generating capital to do the next production.
Maybe I would have preferred a Trailbreaker announcement. I can tell you that.
Fuck yeah, man! I got rid of my fucking bag cube one. I'm ready to get a fucking Trailbreaker and Hoist.
Justin, look at that bot mode.
Yeah, I like that.
Look at that bot mode.
I am completely satisfied with that. I'll be interested to see how they make the light bar disappear into it.
Can't look at that bot mode.
I just don't know.
Are you happy about the price though?
But it looks
the price is $140.
Yeah, I hope it's not that much, but I mean, if it is, it is. I guess
that's what you pay at TF or at BBTS.
Yeah.
He's gonna be. He's $83 at Anime Export.
Yeah.
I think.
So as soon as that goes up, as soon as they get a pre-order for that, there, assuming I can get in on that, then I'll get it from them first.
Will you get me in on that too?
What do you think? Where do you think that light bar is gonna go?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Straight up your ass, dude. Straight up your ass.
Jesus.
Are we talking about Hasbro or third party? Because Matt's very hostile towards this.
No, he just likes things in butts.
Oh, I just want to.
I'm going back old school, man.
Where things are gonna go.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if that?
This is the type of thing that'll look great next to the clamp down mold, in my opinion, which is sitting in my in the Transformer room right now, so it's good.
Justin, are you familiar with the concepts in Chrome guy? The guy that does the third-party Chrome. Yeah. Can you imagine that bot mode just chromed the fuck out?
It would look pretty awesome.
Don't you think the white and the black kind of highlights all the breakups on this guy? The detailing, like the cracks, even more so?
Yes.
Nice. Thank you.
100%.
My man said the white and the blacks and the crack.
It segregates things.
Yeah, I think it makes it much more obvious. But, luckily...
It's crumpled up paper.
Yeah.
Are you going to get it, Bobby?
Even then, though, for me, this would be something that probably stays more in alt mode. Because, like I said, I love the police decos of the cars. So
I get that.
You can put it in a little case. That'd be nice. That'd be cool.
You should deco one of your 10 cars as a police car, and just to cover your ass on the side, like put a decal that says "not a cop." And have not a cop.
The way around that is you can actually put, like call the police for help, like on your car, something like that. Like So, there's ways to get around the imitating a cop thing.
If you drove in a car that said the JPD on it, I would fucking shit myself.
So I think it was actually I was in Canada. At Canadian TFCon, and the guy who had Barricade from the movie was there. Like, he had the show car. I'm like, hey, how can you drive that thing around? He goes, well, as long as I can't turn on the light bar in the car, it's not a problem. He's like, everything else is just a good suggestion. If you need help, call 911.
Nice.
Dude, I would love to drive down the street and see a car that said the Justin or the JPD. Like, all right. That's what I'm calling.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Reissues coming. Reissues coming to Wallyworld.
I think this thing looks great. Like, I wish I was into it. I wish I was into these. In fact, my first instinct when seeing these pictures was to pre-order it, and then I remembered I don't do Diaclone, so I saved myself some trouble. But it looks really.
Yeah, for me, typically speaking, I don't do Diaclone stuff either. But I make an exception for the police stuff. No, I don't have like the Red Bumblebee and stuff like that. Like,
but you like the rescue bot.
Do you just collect them? Do you just collect them to get out of tickets? Like, you keep them all in alt mode on your dashboard and skip all over?
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I do, Robert.
He's like, here you go, officer. I have the police car toy in my glove box. And then he's like, are you a pedophile?
I love the police.
Justin got himself in more trouble.
You're like Bill Murray in Little Shop of Horrors.
I love fries.
He lives at his dentist.
All right, next episode. Or next topic.
I heard there's some reissues coming to Wallyworld.
That's pretty exciting.
I'm excited.
I mean, what else are there to do?
I would get the stuff.
Whoa. Justin, what did you just say?
I said you're excited. Feel these nipples.
Oh, I was like, I thought you said you were excited to feel these nipples. It threw me off. I'm sorry. Either way, let's talk.
What
was you saying, Bobby?
No, I just think that this is something where if I had some gaps in my G1 collection that this filled, so to speak, I would definitely up. There are a few obvious standouts for me, like Ultra Magnus is one, Sunstreaker is one. Like I had a tote of G1 Transformers that just went missing somewhere in my various moves throughout my adult life, so I would pick up those if it made sense.
Oh yeah.
So you had a tote of G1 Transformers and a Rogue or a Rouge that went missing.
No, it was a grasser and a graviter and
dasher,
whatever the fucking first one was.
Gutter,
prancer, and dancer.
You know what would make you feel whole again, Bobby?
What's that?
Get the reissues, take them out of the box, and put them in a tote, and then put the tote on the floor. And be like, found it.
Yeah,
I found it.
Yeah.
So wait, you have to do a video, and you be like, I'm totes complete.
And I'm a
But do like do the hang loose.
Yeah.
So
But anyway,
there's a listing on Robot.
And then I'm
Kingdom.
gonna take a shit in your tote.
of what characters are coming?
No, this is just for this hot rod, and it's priced at there's a pre-order for $35.90, and they'll start shipping on June 1st, which is really soon.
Yes.
So I don't know. Hopefully, it's a revival of the old generation series from Toys R Us, or it could be a new platinum edition. I don't know.
Matthew.
Yes.
You're not buying all this stuff. You already have all this stuff.
I know, but it'd be pretty. I mean, if they're like I told Justin at the beginning, if it's $20 at Walmart's, I'll buy one and keep it in a sale box.
You already have it.
And this model is trash.
I want to support the brand.
I think you might you're trying to chase the dragon. I think that's what you're doing.
Fuck yes, dude. Fuck yes, Robert. You're right. Matt's got this motherfucker on a piece of foil, and he's like lighting it, and he's like sucking it through a straw. Like,
You know
this
what I mean?
mold is trash.
No,
it's
I mean, even if it
nostalgia.
wasn't.
But if he already has it, like, what's the point?
If it's the same thing again, it's just it's a reissue. It's just the same thing. Why are you buying it if you already have it?
Because it's $20.
Yeah, Matt, what's wrong with you?
That's $20.
You can spend that money on drugs.
Yeah, that's 2 dime bags.
Oh my god, both of you are so stupid. Shut up.
That's like a fucking half a steak at what's
That's a full steak at Outback.
What's the place in Brooklyn?
That's a slice of steak
Luger's.
at Luger's.
Yeah, it's a slice of steak.
Oh well. Anyways,
But,
I think it's a neat idea, and I hope this is true. So.
What I just don't. I mean, sorry. Go ahead, Justin.
I was just gonna say I might be interested in this. Like, I have a hot rod from when I was a kid. I don't think it's in necessarily the best of conditions, but kind of want to support it just so maybe that Ultra Magnus and stuff does end up coming out. So.
Why don't you say something to him, Robert?
Tell Monaco.
Why don't you just mail $20 to the company and say, I'm supporting you so you make something I actually want?
Maybe it is what he wants.
What if Hasbro...
I still want a hot rod that's in good condition, better than mine.
Well, Matt has 5 of these.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that don't, Robert.
Yeah, but I want to know why Matt would buy, because I know he's going to buy everything they reissue, and he already has it again. Matt, if you buy this, and you take it out of the box, and you stand it on the table, and you put it next to your other ones, you're not going to know which one you just bought.
I said it's going to be mint seal box, but if I buy this,
Matt, you have 2 already in mint seal box.
If I buy this, will you get mad at me and get that start screen statue for me?
No.
Oh. Damn.
What if they made a reissue Ultra Magnus in the P color yellow?
Oh, I'd love to get that, the shining light one.
Yeah. What do they call it? What was this name?
I forgot the name of it. Mountain Dew. Ultra Magnus.
Hey,
it was
Bobby.
It was like Russia P-tape Magnus or something. But yeah, dude, I want one of those.
Hey, Bobby.
Myself personally.
Yeah.
Have you ever sold someone a Voltron where you glued the hand?
I read that thread. Dude, I feel like I fucking feel like Steve Rogers with you guys sometimes when you guys are talking about Facebook shit. I'm like, I know this reference. I read that thread last night. I got fed up with it. Around 47 comments. I got fed up with it. Like, obvious what the situation was. But that was interesting. It was the Green Lion, right?
Yes,
My
it
man
was.
said, I feel like I'm Steve Rogers with you motherfuckers because I know their reference.
That's how I feel sometimes. I know that one. I actually read it last night. It was pretty interesting. That poor guy. He just seems like he's a hard time discerning the facts of apparent situations. I think it's one of those unfortunate circumstances where nobody's really at fault, so everybody assumes the other person is at fault. But
hey,
that has nothing to do with it.
95% sure I posted that meme of Steve Rogers in that thread earlier today.
Hey, Bobby, why didn't you chime in?
I had nothing. I had no input to give that hadn't already been said.
But you scammed the dude.
What is that?
Bobby don't chime in
Didn't you
on that
sell
stuff.
him
Come
that
on,
Green
man.
Lion, and it went along in the chain of comments?
Didn't sell anything.
I heard that Bobby perpetuated that myth.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, look, Gigapower told me if I got rid of it.
Oh man, Bobby glue hands.
Yeah,
everything else is all over your fucking hands.
I've been offering to buy that thing for under $50. I even went down to 60, and no one is fucking responding to me. I was like, I'll buy it.
Yeah, that was funny.
I'll buy it.
I saw you chime in, and I was like, that's funny.
Well, I went down to 60. I was trying to be fair because it was such a piece of shit. You know, can't pay 150 for.
I PM'd JC, and I was just like, are you all right, man? Because you're really trolling on Turbo recently. Are you just bored at work? Is that what's going on?
Oh yeah, no, he's having problems at home.
No, he was just like, hold on.
His dad's been hitting him.
He was like, yeah, boys put me up to it, so I just, I said, I don't give a fuck.
Catfish life be like this.
It's not real.
Oh, this is awkward and weird and way off base. So let's get back to it. Listener questions.
Yeah, Bobby, stop with the glue, dude. Okay, that's all I have to say.
Yeah, this is fucking glue, man.
Sorry.
Dude,
Is that
Gigapower? Get a replacement part. Like, I'd buy it for $30, but no one wants to sell it.
Hey, Bobby, do you have a Gigapower bathrobe?
Not yet. It's supposedly in the works.
I have a Gigapower T-shirt.
Nice. Please show up at TFCon with a Gigapower T-shirt, please.
Wait, which bathrobe are you gonna get? The chrome or the regular?
No spoilers.
Dear SCU crew, have you ever gone out of your way to acquire a must-have accessory for a figure that you wanted nothing to do with? Wow, that seems like a lot of work. I asked because I recently felt compelled to overpay for a dock accessory. It came packaged with Wei Jiang's version of Omega Supreme. Well, you're a fool. Their Omega itself was fine, but I already committed to Fans Toys on that one. While the main figure wasn't for me, for some reason I just had to have the little dock accessory. While you're overstating the comment. I'm not sure if this was the G1 Sun bonus of it all, or the fact that 598 Robots revealed himself as the designer. Either way, I'm super confused so far. I have to have it.
Yeah, I think the general.
Has that ever happened to you guys? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Keep reading.
Oh, let me read it. Did you ever? I got lost. I got lost in this comment. I'm sorry. I got spun around so many times reading this. Do you ever fall in love with an accessory package with a figure you have little to no interest in, enough to overpay for the accessory in the secondary market? Do you like the smell of your own farts?
Robert's been waiting all night. Robert's been patiently waiting all night.
Get to that fucking question, please.
Can I answer first? Can I answer this first?
Of course.
I didn't give a shit about Chip Chase until that fucking Bagtube Sunstreaker, and then he was like my MVP. And yes, I do. I like waiting in the car when Kit goes in the store, and I just fucking rip it.
Hey, I'm gonna do my Bobby impression. Look at the notes.
Okay. P.S. Big shout out and thank you to Bobby and his family for another amazing Skullfest experience. 1,000 thank you for including me, and I'll remember you forever. And Peak Collector. That was great seeing him too, man. It was fucking awesome.
He's a solid dude.
Yeah.
Is he handsome? Does he have okay, can I ask a question? Does he have a strong chin? I feel like he has a strong chin.
He's extremely well put together. Like
he dresses well.
Yeah, like he's always clean. His hair is always sharp. It's like there's always a strong part in his hair.
He could go from Skullfest to like a nice dinner,
like an evening cocktail.
Yes.
When I read his comments, I feel like he's animated series Batman. Kind of vibe. Is that true? Is that close?
I'm not sure. Like I'm not sure if anybody's chin stands up to Batman the Animated Series. To be fair, but I will say
my deck's soft.
I definitely have bought some Star Wars 3 3/4 like 3-packs because I was missing one character. I'm not sure if that counts. And then I bought those SH Figuarts 2-packs of The Last Jedi so that I could get the BB droid from each. That definitely counts.
That counts, yeah.
So that would be like the standout for me, where it's like, yeah, I've definitely fucking bought this where I didn't want most of it and just wanted a portion.
Didn't you buy that Hot Toys Chewbacca for the comb?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm texting Pinkerton right now. He's probably gonna answer with a smart ass comment because it's kind of a dumb question.
While you're texting him, how many quarter portions is a BB-8?
1/16 quarter portions.
Okay.
I bought a MPO5 for the Crimsic.
Yeesh.
I love the Crimsic. And I buy every Starscream that has a little Megatron gun. I always buy those because I had a like stockpile of Megatron guns.
Oh, you bought all the Titans Returns for the Headmasters.
Exactly.
That counts.
I can't think of anything the chip chase that came with Sunstreaker was pretty cool. I didn't get that, but just for a chip chase. But I can't think of
both
accessories.
Of them.
The only thing I can kind of think of off the top of my head that I guess I kind of did that was the Toys R Us. Actually, I guess there's two. The Toys R Us Hot Rod and the Toys R Us Soundwave. Like I just wanted the tapes from Soundwave, and then eventually I ended up selling them as I got the Takara ones.
Hot Rod didn't come with tapes.
It's because he came with that Target
Master.
Yeah. And I'm like, I was happy that I had both, and then I ended up selling those too. And so
that's not a bad hustle.
Yeah.
Oh, I did a bad hustle on this Soundwave. Actually.
You painted the frenzy blue.
Yes. I won't say it on air because you might report me. But I might have stolen some tapes out of a box and returned it.
Ooh!
And that's why they went bankrupt.
I was super mad at them. They had fucked me over on a purchase just days before. So
guess what? Anyway. Breaking news. MP43 is going to be Beast Wars Megatron.
Woo!
I was just sent a picture of it. I know nobody cares, but
I care.
Here's another bullet dodged.
There you go.
I'll put it in the G3.
Fuck yeah, dude! I'm excited for that.
See,
that's all I really need is Megatron and Optimus. That's all I really need.
Is it all you want? All you really, really want?
Oh yeah, tell me what you want.
Tell me what you want. What you really want.
What I really
want. I wanna.
So wait, this stupid car, cop car is not MP42?
Oh my god, that looks so good.
Yeah, MP42 is the recolor.
It looks perfect.
Oh god, yes.
Matt, put this up.
That's gonna be fucking $300. If Dinobot was $250, this is gonna be $300.
Matt, put it in my hand and tell me you love me, please.
Man, I'm gonna have to
this thing looks beautiful.
I'm gonna have to sell a kidney or something to fucking buy that.
I'm gonna have to sell you.
That's fine. I'm worth it.
I got what do you call it? It was a Figuarts Yamcha for the little Cyberman. Is that what they were called?
Dude, you did not.
Are you making up words?
The little green aliens that the Saiyans throw fucking they have fight you, and that they came with Yamcha.
Dude, you did not.
Nappa comes with Yamcha.
Mommy's like, he's out of nowhere, like, dude, you didn't stop lying. What?
But I can't imagine buying a Wei-Jong Omega Supreme just for the medic.
Well, he got the Omega too. I'm sure he got it for Omega. I mean, it's just a question. Calm down.
God bless him. God bless him for going in on it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that.
That dude's made us.
Not for that. Not for that.
Stacks. He's made of stacks.
Not like this. Not like this. Justin, Justin, do you have anything that you can relate to on this post?
I already did the MP.
Toys
R Us MPs. That's the only one that I can really relate to.
Bobby's too cut on himself. Don't even listen.
Bobby, my man Bobby just made a fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Are we gonna answer some more? Or how long have we been on?
That was awesome.
Yeah, we can do another one.
All right, read another
not
one.
Like this, they don't. Not like this. Not like this. They don't. Not from you. Not like this.
If you notice, when Bobby hangs out with British people, he tries to inflect like a Brit for like a week afterwards.
I'm like the Madonna of Transformer fans.
You have to meet my sister because she lives in London. She's lived there for years. She's married to an English guy, and she sounds just like Madonna. It makes me sick.
I mean, but you got to imagine you'd pick it up like you just, like you just hear it enough. Like we all use each other's terms and phrases and stuff. I give her a pass. Now, if you were like she was there for days, I mean, you say years.
Years.
So hold on. Hey,
like she was there for a week. She's like, oh bloody hell.
Yep.
Who left the tea out?
Has she ever been the presence of royalty like Bobby has?
Right. I had the king.
She's never met Bobby, so no.
In my home.
Bobby had the king in his house.
Dude, spoilers for the sit down Saturday. We were talking about is it okay for Transformers to not transform? And I asked Cody if he had an opinion on it, and then I asked that duck on his head if it had an opinion on it. And Cody's response was, he's keeping his bloody beak out of it.
So it looks like we got a recolor of Shockwave and Megatron also coming in MP. I just put the picture up. Yikes. So it's going to be a darker purple.
Darker
purple.
Y'all have been asking for it. Y'all have been asking for this.
I can't really tell with Megatron.
Let's read the question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. I had some breaking news. Forgive me.
No, that's good. I'm glad for the breaking news. Bobby's just rude, Matthew.
I'm sorry.
Bobby, goddamn Matt, do you have a link to that?
It's in the chat.
I sent the picture. I don't have the link. It's a Twitter thing.
Bobby, I must say you were very quick.
I see it.
Bobby, I must say you were very quick to replace your chair.
Wait, no.
I was. That was Laura. I
wanted to tease you. I wanted to go sit in the stool, and there was no stool.
I got to give Laura the credit on that.
Laura gets credit.
Good job, Laura. Good job. I read another question.
That girl's the MVP.
No doubt.
Podcast.
Read Mervin.
The next question, Greg.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at this beautiful ass Shockwave. Sorry. Hold on. I got it.
On mute?
Yeah. No, but I'm on mute, you fucker. Do Lavender Wave. Alright, so where are we at? Fan toys.
So in
just
this
rate it, Bobby. Come on.
So in
Can
this
you hear me? Do you guys not hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but we're just waiting.
Okay, so in this week's Skin of the Cast with Infinity War coming out this weekend, many people I thought you guys couldn't hear me because he's mute. I was like, hello, I'm here. So in this week's Skin of the Cast with Infinity War coming out this weekend, many people have decided to stay off social media to avoid spoilers. How does the crew feel about spoilers? And what was the worst experience with a dirty, rapey spoiler you guys have had? Great work as always. Lifetime listener, Mervin.
Mervin's 4 years old.
Sometimes I chase spoilers. I usually chase spoilers for Star Wars because I don't care. It doesn't affect my enjoyment of the movie. But I've been very careful because my wife and I are seeing Infinity War this weekend. She hasn't seen it yet, and I was worried the Skullfest was going to ruin it for her, but she has managed to stay above the cut somehow. The worst experience with a spoiler I've ever had is actually my fault. I left The Dark Knight Rises, and there was a guy outside smoking a cigarette, and I was like, "Can I bum one from you?" And he said, "Sure," and he gave me a cigarette, and I was like, "I'm sorry, man. I really thought they were going to kill him." And he was like, "Well, I haven't seen it yet, so now I know they won't." And I was like, "I'm so sorry." And I think about it like all the time, like probably, once a month or so, I'll think about it and like get all hot inside.
Dude, I have a really similar story.
Shoot.
But does somebody else want to go? Okay, so I typically like spoilers too, and I don't really care, and I actually go looking for them, but I wait until like the day the movie comes out, and then I go spoil for myself. But this one time, it was Dark Knight. I went outside and I bummed a cigarette, and this guy's like, "Do you think I could slaughter this entire theater?" And I was like, "Maybe." He's like, "All right, cool."
This one, Dark Places. I thought we were gonna say Bobby did it. So.
And he was like, does my haircut maybe look at the Joker? And I was like, yeah, you're fine. And he's like, all right, cool. And we fist bumped, and I left, and yeah, he's getting the death penalty, I think.
Not for nothing. Interesting, fun fact is like within.
Fun fact about that guy.
Well, not about that guy, but about the situation. The only fun fact maybe involved is that like within like 3 days, Hans Zimmer, who I missed the opportunity to witness perform because Robert belittled me.
Hans,
that's your fucking babe.
Here's my underoos, Hans.
He did a.
Teddy White is at him.
He composed, recorded, and released a song called Aurora, and all of the benefits went to that town or the survivors. But like within I think that shit came out on a Thursday, and by Monday that song was out, which is crazy to me. But
well, what's fucked up about that, and it was fucked up for me to joke about it, but like leading up to that, like I don't know how to describe it. Like I was loosey goosey, just like with my movie experiences. Like I used to take like beer and whatever, did drugs, and I mean, like I'm talking about like my entire life. And I remember like watching movies where I was like the only person in the theater, and I had that fire exit door propped open, and I was smoking a cigarette. But like you think about it, like how just fucking like how easy it is for someone to do that. Yeah. Like it's fucking terrible, man. You get the right trash people with the right trash lives, and like,
oh shit,
yeah, it's sad.
I'm gonna be honest, but my favorite thing that Bobby ever says is "not for nothing." I think that's my favorite.
I say that because I say this.
That is a good one
too. On the t-shirt. That's going on the
not
t-shirt.
For nothing.
And I don't disagree.
So is my thought on this t-shirt that we keep talking about, is it just going to be like silence? Like underscore P2RX?
It's just a quote with an ellipses. My favorite quote that Matt says is, but anyways.
Yeah, Matt's like, not for Nevermind.
I think the whole like spoiler thing, it's like it annoys me because I feel like it's very extreme, and if you don't like spoilers, you know what? Then you fuck off of Facebook. You know, you don't get to impose your own feelings on everyone else.
Ooh,
that's how I feel.
Welcome to being a Republican, Robert.
I'm not a Republican.
Robert, get that shit in the bud. Like, I'm not Republican.
I'm not Republican. I don't support shitheads and pieces of garbage.
I support pussy heads.
I support vagina heads because that's where I get my vagina from.
Vagina heads?
No, but honestly, you know, don't push what you want on everyone else. You go into the fucking corner and you cover your fucking ears and you cover your fucking eyes.
It's up to you.
That's fine. But
here's the thing.
You're gonna stop somebody from getting on Facebook. Also,
no, I'm not gonna stop them. They have to stop themselves. It's like, stop speaking. I don't want to hear the words out of your mouth.
2 weeks, no spoiler lock.
I think there is some tact to it, though. Like, I think, like, if you, like, I think that if you put up a profile picture of Han Solo getting cut in half with a fucking lightsaber, you know, on the night that movie comes out, like, I think you're being a dick.
Spoilers.
But I also think it's up to the responsibility of the person that doesn't want to be spoiled to avoid platforms where spoilers are going to happen.
Yeah, don't push your fucking views on me. So and actually, Republicans do that a lot more than else.
That's kind of my. Okay, I'm gonna fucking talk right now. Okay, I've been trying for a while.
He does this.
I would like to not have silence on my T-shirt. So anyway. I don't mind spoilers that much, and things like Facebook really don't bother me. Like, if people want to talk about it there, like Bobby said, if you want to post a picture and stuff, like, that's kind of a dick move to do. But, like, if you want to have a discussion, it's like, as soon as I see, like, you know, Star Wars, like, I'll just scroll on. Like, I don't need to read any of that. And, like, if you want to talk about it in a video or podcast, like, as long as you give me, like, a warning, like, hey, we're going to talk about spoilers, like, okay, if I want to watch it, I will. If not, like, fair enough. You know, this is where I jump off. You know?
Would you say that counting down from 100 is a fair?
That's very fair.
Okay.
I mean, I really only need like 5 seconds. You know, you can be like, we're gonna talk about spoilers. In
it's like a nerd rage joke. Like whenever we get into it, we're like, okay, and here we go. 99, 98.
He doesn't listen.
2 things on that. Justin, all I need is 5 seconds, give or take, and I'm good. So I'm with you there. That was a sex joke. Also, I hate when I Google Star Wars Reddit spoilers and I come up on a thread and I read it and it tells me the whole movie.
Oh, it's terrible.
People on the internet have no fucking... They don't care. They don't care about anyone.
I hate when I read Star Wars Reddit spoilers and 80% of it turns out to be bullshit. That's what I hate.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Yeah, well, I heard Han Solo is your father.
That's trash.
Yes, that is true.
What about that listener comment?
But look, not for nothing. If I did find out that Han Solo was my father, I'd be like,
no. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen in your case, Bobby? And this is a throwback to when we first started talking. You're gonna find out Han Solo is your father. He's gonna move out of the way, and Lando's just gonna be like, shrug in the background. And that's where you get your black voice.
They've been putting a lot of but they've been putting a lot of clips up of Han Solo recently on the Star Wars YouTube. I'm sorry, Robert. Go ahead.
Huh? No, fuck Robert. Did you see? No, fuck Robert. Did you see your boy fucking host Saturday Night Live this past week?
I have not.
Oh, dude,
I heard it was great.
Funny fucking.
Yeah, I heard it was great.
He killed it. He fucking killed it.
Fuck vodka.
He was the host.
Star Wars are like 80 years old.
He was the host and the musical guest. He had to have, like, some random motherfucker came out and introduced Childish Gambino as a musical guest because he was on stage.
Dude, I said that shit on Nerd Rage. I was like, I think I'm low key hating on him because he's just so goddamn talented, like across the board. I'm like, man, you know what? Fuck him.
Did you
great.
hear that? That was a monologue. He's like, I can do everything.
Really?
And he's like walking around. And he's like, I can do everything. He's like fixing lights and shit.
With the clarinet.
Monologue. It was hilarious. The clarinet.
No, he was like, I can cook. Or he's like, what are you cooking? And then he drank it. He's like, no, man, I was cleaning something. That's not food. And he's like, that's okay. I got a strong stomach. And he starts burping. And he's doing more of the skit. And he's like, keeps burping and stuff. And then he's like, and I play clarinet. And he gets up on stage and he vomits through the clarinet.
Dude, he's like that dude that was like the all-star quarterback, and then you fucking went to home like nutrition class with him or home economics, and like then you had to bake a biscuit, and his biscuit ends up winning the best biscuit of the class. You're like, well, fucking course, and you throw your biscuits across the fucking floor. That never happened to me. Just bringing it up.
He walked up. No, Keenan had a table, like a random table, and he's like, you're doing a cooking skit where you're the best chef, and he dips into the bucket. He takes a sip. He's like, no, man, I'm actually cleaning some rags here. You gonna be sick. And then he walks around, and at the end of the monologue, he's like, I can play clarinet. And he goes to blow in it, and then it just spews vomit everywhere.
Through the clarinet.
He's like, dude, that shit was... Look, Donald Glover is a fucking treasure, all right? He's up there with Bill Murray and Woody Harrelson, in my opinion.
Dude.
He's just saying. Mel Gibson. Really great chemistry.
I didn't say Mel Gibson. I said Donald Glover and Woody Harrelson and Bill Murray. I didn't say Mel Gibson. He's a Nazi. But he's fine, too. He's cool, too.
He's crazy. He's crazy as a shithouse rat, but the man
crazy as a fox.
Well, you know, can I just say something?
Yes.
No.
I like to watch. I like to learn of some spoilers. So that the movie slows down a little, you know, because I don't really have the time to watch it twice. I wish I did. But usually there's so much going on, I feel like I'm missing stuff. But if I already know what I'm expecting in my mind, it slows down a little, and I can,
That's a good way to put it.
More of what I'm seeing.
I'm seeing Infinity War again this weekend.
Did you guys read that One of our listeners commented that who is it? Ryan something? Who's the director or something?
Ryan Reynolds?
I don't know. Yeah.
I heard
of what movie?
Reynolds Rap. Of Infinity War. He said that
the Russo brothers.
The Russos.
Gamora is in the Soul Stone.
Yeah, that's been confirmed. There's a bunch of things they've confirmed a bunch over they've been doing a tour, and they've confirmed what Groot's last words were and all this shit. Like,
what were his last words?
Were Groot's last words? I am Groot.
Yeah, but it meant dad.
To who?
To Rocket.
That's so stupid.
Hey, we should go on tour. You know that?
We should, man. Let's organize it. Get a fucking bus.
Bobby, you just fucking killed my heart.
Yeah, it's rough.
He told a bunch of kids in Iowa this shit. That's what makes it worse. It was a bunch of Justin Christians. Little baby Justin Christians. And he's like, oh, here's all the spoilers of all the Infinity War. Well,
yeah, hit a bunch.
Dude.
Let's wrap it up there, because I gotta get off here.
Oh, I was just gonna say my favorite thing about spoilers is reading a thread and getting mad and blaming everyone else for my decisions.
for going into the spoiler thread.
Shit. Yeah.
You're like,
I was like, how dare I?
How dare you make a post called spoilers and then say don't click if you don't want to know any spoilers, and then you put the spoilers in the thread that you told me not to click.
You put spoilers and you only posted 9 periods. Yeah.
I don't stop looking until the 10th period. It's true.
10th period is the cutoff usually.
Man, we got a lot of fucking questions. Shit.
We'll get to it. We got time. You going anywhere?
We got time. All the time in the world, man.
Oh, are we doing?
You had to get off.
Questions? Are we doing questions?
No, we're done.
I gotta get off here.
No, folks.
Hey, spoilers. We're done.
Shardouts to Collectible Network, ROC, around, like Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Vultures, Nerve Rage Radio, Egg
And my personal favorite, the well-established Gentleman's Show, Stasis Lock.
At Real Robot, at Fear Corpse.
I am Ratchet.
Third Party TF Crashers, and Open Your Toys Podcast.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now.
Shut the fuck